The replica of Puri Jagannath temple, built at a cost of rupees 250 crore in Bengal's Digha town, was consecrated today, and that's become a flashpoint between the BJP and TMC. This is a temple that marks Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, and also the TMC chief. It marks her outreach to the Hindu community. Remember, this comes very close to what we saw in Murshidabad, lives being lost and horrible Hindu-Muslim violence that took place there. The TMC has been blamed of Muslim appeasement by the BJP, something that the TMC has been completely denying. The inauguration of this Jagannath Dham temple took place yesterday and today. The auspicious occasion of Akshaya Tritiya is just there, and today was chosen for the auspicious Pran Pratishtha of the temple. In fact, this is being seen as the TMC's Ayodhya moment. In fact, Mamata Banerjee's government, in a reprisal of BJP's Ayodhya temple inauguration, had set up huge screens today across the state to live telecast the ceremony. It started at 2 p.m. Today afternoon, and BJP in fact has been targeting Mamata Banerjee by calling her a fake Hindu, saying that government funds cannot be used to construct temples. BJP is also questioning the TMC government's failure to handle Murshidabad riots. In fact, let's listen into first some reactions to the story before we get in our guests.
आप देख लीजिए पेपर्स, ये हिटको है जिनका चेयरमैन फिराद हकीम है। ये हिटको का प्रोजेक्ट है, इसमें लिखा हुआ है श्री जगन्नाथ धाम कल्चरल सेंटर, नॉट टेम्पल। मीडिया आप सरकार की लाइसेंस लेकर काम कर रहा है, गलत भ्रम पैदा मत कीजिए। इट्स ए कल्चरल सेंटर, नॉट टेम्पल। और हिंदू का मंदिर कभी सरकारी रुपया में नहीं होता है। वो राम मंदिर जैसे अयोध्या में बनाना हिंदू लोग का निधि से होता है।
Well, we have Mamita Chakrabarti, who supports the BJP. She's a political analyst. We have Shikha Mukherjee, also a political analyst, joining us now. Thank you both of you for joining me on this broadcast. Shikha Mukherjee, ma'am, to you first. How do you see this move by Mamata Banerjee? It's not new, that she's talked of herself as a Hindu, as somebody who's inclusive, because we've seen her reciting the Chandi Path. But the BJP accusing her of Muslim appeasement and saying that this is not going to cancel out Murshidabad. How do you see this, and also this outreach, this symbolism coming just before 2026 assembly polls?
I think there are three things here which you've asked. One is Mamata's Muslim appeasement. I don't see how this is linked to Muslim appeasement at all. This is Hindu vote consolidation. I think the term that we are using to describe it is wrong. I mean, BJP's concern is not Mamata's Muslim appeasement. BJP's concern in this case is very much about Hindu vote consolidation. How will the Pran Pratishtha, because the construction of this temple was known for many years, how will this Pran Pratishtha and Mamata's association with that Pran Pratishtha process affect the Hindu vote? And that is exactly what the BJP's concern is all about. And the second thing is that I don't really see the connect between Digha's temple and Murshidabad. Murshidabad was a communal riot. There is no doubt about it that people lost lives. 3 people lost lives. 2 were Hindus, 1 was a Muslim. The situation is now under control. It is very difficult when a communal riot breaks out of this nature for things to normalize in a flash. They will take time. And there is a constant rhetoric which is involved, which is not allowing this normalcy to be restored. That also has to be kept in mind. And the third, and I think the final point that one needs to make is that here is a temple which is obviously being inaugurated as a precedent has already been set. And there is temple and politics, right, temple and elections. There is a precedent. And therefore, it is very sad. Constitutionally, this move is dubious, because the government has no business to construct a temple.
Okay, let me get in.
But let me finish. Please let me finish the sentence. Constitutionally dubious, but politically there is a precedent.
Okay.
Therefore, what are we supposed to make of it as journalists in India? There has been the Ayodhya Pran Pratishtha, there is now the Jagannath Puri Pran Pratishtha in Digha.
Okay, so there's a precedent, which is an important point. Mamita, you heard Shikha also, she's making this important point. There's a precedent already in place. Why does the BJP have a problem with Mamata Banerjee? Because, she has often called herself a Hindu. She has donated huge funds during Durga Puja committees. So clearly she has been associated with that, temple renovation project. So why call her a fake Hindu?
Well, so first, I would like to say that good to hear that what my co-panelist ma'am mentioned, that since BJP is actually going for the Hindu thing and TMC is also doing the same, she has clearly mentioned, right, that the BJP is doing the same thing. So good to see that TMC at least following the BJP path or way. And now coming to the thing that the so-called secularism about Mamata Banerjee, I'm telling you one thing. Just couple of days back, we got to see that violence took place in Murshidabad, which is now named as the communal violence, and all the blames are on BJP. But Mamata Banerjee was doing the sabha and the meeting with the imams, but we could not see her attending, and we could not see her visiting the victim's family at all. But at this point of time, this is the right time to inaugurate or open that Jagannath temple. For me, and I think for all the people who are very much connected with the Hinduism and the Dharma, then quite a shameless act it is, at this point of time. And if we just call her as a fake secular or so, on that note, I would like to mention a few points. See, she has always opposed she is doing this, the vote bank appeasement politics, we know that. But one thing, can you just tell me, I would like to ask this question to ma'am. We always see that Firhad Hakim with Mamata Banerjee, right? But now where is he? Why we cannot see Firhad Hakim or Bobby Hakim at that place with Mamata Banerjee? And she always tried to be very diplomatic, and this Jagannath temple is the clear game of the political damage control act. She's trying to balance between the blunder she has made before. Okay. She also always, what she did is, she says that no immersion of Durga Puja. She Maharam ko pehle, she gives the opportunity. But when she does the carnival with the tax-paying money of the West Bengal residents, you tell me one thing, where is the development? Development ka kuch hum dekhte nahi hai, but she has been using all the money to do all these things, and this Jagannath temple as well. Why this before the election? Okay. Because she knows it very well. If she, just give me 10 seconds, please, I will finish it. Right. So she knows it very well. At Purba Mednipur, she has actually lost the election. 2021 May, Shubhendu Adhikari won that part. So, right. And also the last year, the Lok Sabha, maybe there was 2 seats, the Kathi and Tamluk was for BJP. So she's trying to gravitate the attention of that part of the people. Okay. So she's playing with the Hindu heart and emotion. Because I'm telling
that's an important point, Shikha Mukherjee, because she lost in Nandigram, which is also closer to Digha, and we've always seen that whenever Mamata Banerjee loses elections, she does take a lot of interest. We saw that in North Bengal also. How do you see this criticism that this is just a balancing act to cancel out the kind of sharp attacks on her, calling her a fake Hindu? How do you see this criticism that this is just a balancing act and nothing more?
Valid balancing act. I think it's a perfectly valid balancing act. If a political party indulges in the kind of criticism of calling someone a fake Hindu, and who are they to define who is a fake Hindu or not? Am I a fake Hindu? Are you a fake Hindu? Who knows who is a fake Hindu? Who is the BJP to decide that someone is a fake or not a fake? Okay. And therefore, this is politics. Let the politics play out. The people will decide. That's what election
if
is
this is
for.
a balancing act, just 5 seconds, I would just like to ask
Okay,
you another
finish your
question
point,
on that. If that's a balancing act, then why we cannot, why she cannot do the balance between that minority community and the Hindu thing? Because the particular community, the Hindu community is not considered as the specific vote bank for any particular political party. That's why she is not serious about Hindus. She has always taken the Hindu community as granted.
Okay,
That
the
is
fierce
evident.
arguments on
Because,
both
just 5
sides
seconds
there.
more.
Thank you both of you
5
for joining
seconds
me
more,
on this
please.
broadcast, completely out of time. The TMC saying that this is all faith-based and cultural, and the BJP is saying that this is nothing but just a balancing act, and this is just pomp and show. That's about the temple that has become the latest political flashpoint between the BJP and TMC in West Bengal. With that, it's a wrap on the show. More news and updates on the other side.